I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
Oh, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. Get more with Geico.
Hey guys, it's Candace.
And it's Elena.
And you're listening to Cousins on Crime. What's up with you? How's Oklahoma?
Oklahoma was so much fun.
I saw y'all out there in the rain, in the mud, in the muck.
Oh, did somebody post pictures?
My mom sent me pictures.
Oh, we did. We played, I guess you can say mud volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do much diving, but there were people all over the ground.
Yeah.
It was slippery, but yeah, volleyball, there was quite a bit of us just hanging out.
Yeah.
And,
did y'all do a dinner?
Yeah, we did a dinner, had auntie and uncle time and cousins.
Nice.
And like a little family gathering.
We really wanted to come. It just is different now.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit harder for us to get there.
Yeah.
And stay there, but I'm glad y'all had a great time.
Yeah. 4-wheelers. I don't get to see my nieces very often anymore. So they were there and I just loved on them just about the whole time. So
they're so cute.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into our story.
Okay.
Because we might have a lot to talk about at the end.
Okay.
Our story today takes place somewhere very near and dear to my heart, Granbury, Texas.
Oh.
Which is about 70 miles southwest of Dallas, Texas. It's such a sad case, and it remains unsolved to this day, which is why I find it really important to tell all of you about it. I read a book called Homicide in the Hood. I love it because Granbury's in Hood County.
Yeah.
So. Anyways, it was written by Kelli Martin, who's actually a friend of the victim's family.
Okay.
So I used that. I used newspaper clippings. Let's get into it. So it was nearing 2 a.m. on November 27th, 1988, when a man went up to the Greyhound Trailways bus station on the corner of Stone and West Pearl Street to check on his girlfriend, Holly Palmer. She wasn't on duty that night. She wasn't meant to be working, but she often spent her free time in this house turned bus station, getting one of the spare rooms ready for her to live in and another to turn into a t-shirt shop.
Oh, cool.
She is cool, and I cannot wait to tell you about her. So he approaches this cold, quiet window, and he peered through, never expecting to be looking into a bloody crime scene.
What?
23-year-old Holly Palmer was laying lifeless inside. Her head and surroundings were covered in blood. Now, police arrived on scene almost instantly because they were 2 doors down.
Oh, what?
That's right. The police department was just around the corner. Could have walked there very easily. Officer Tommy Robertson was the first to arrive on scene, followed by Trooper Jerry Prince and Sheriff's Deputy Sam Tipton, who was actually married to Holly's stepsister.
No.
Yeah. And that was really rough for him and his wife because his wife worked as a dispatcher at the station. So they both instantly got word as to what happened. The police observed blood spatter all over the walls, ceiling, the floor, and all over Holly's open Bible, which was laying on a desktop nearby.
Oh, bless.
I know. She was in there reading the Bible. A concrete cinder block that was saturated in Holly's blood was laying nearby her body. But by judging by the marks on her face, it appeared she had been bludgeoned with a smaller, blunt object.
Oh.
In addition to the cinder block.
Oh.
No other weapon was found at the scene, so the perpetrator took it with him. There were no obvious signs of forced entry into the building. The place wasn't ransacked as if someone was looking for valuables or trying to steal something.
So it sounds personal.
Thank you, Elena.
Okay,
this is
sorry.
why you're a detective.
I'll let you tell the story.
Very early on, it appears that someone came for one reason and one reason only, to get to Holly. Let me tell you about Holly.
Please.
Oh my gosh, I'm in love with her. Holly Palmer was born July 10th. We were almost twins. 1965 in Indio, California, to parents Mary and Bob. There isn't much in the way of details about this next bit, but I think that's a good thing. Holly and her sisters suffered child abuse at the hand of their father. It's already such a sad story, and I just kind of want to say this and move on. But Holly had 4 sisters: Dolly, Molly, Mary, and Honey. Are you kidding me?
I love it.
She had a brother named Paul and 2 stepbrothers later on that they would be added to her family, Jim and John. For Holly, from that childhood abuse, she developed a remarkable compassion for others. When Holly was young, a girl in her PE class slapped her in the face. And here comes Dolly, Holly's sister. She's like, oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And she rears
Not on
back
my watch.
and she's ready to open hand kiss this girl in the face. But Holly stopped her. She said, what would Jesus do?
Oh, turn the other cheek.
He would turn the other cheek.
No.
Holly was just such a genuinely warm and loving person, even at such a young age. God bless biology, I tell you.
Yeah.
Like, I love those people who can bring themselves out of that horrible environment that they were in nearly unscathed. Like, not unscathed, but like they can make that choice.
Exactly.
For their life.
Are you going to let it make you or break you?
That's
and
it.
I say that a lot. Like, you've got to learn from.
And she made it. She made it.
Good for her.
Now, her mom eventually married a guy named John Hunter, and he was wonderful for their family.
Oh, I love it.
Dolly described it as like they actually found a man that they could respect. Because things were so inconsistent and so, up in the air and chaotic with their dad. Like she said, at one point they were living in a bread truck.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It was awful.
Yeah.
And it was the 4 girls at the time. And so when John Hunter came into their lives, he got a job and they moved to Granbury. And Holly thrived there. I mean, she was finally in this normal family environment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where she didn't feel like scared to go back home. She, had a home and a place to go. She was a very dedicated and active student. She was on the AB Honor Roll all throughout her education at Granbury High School. She was president of the drama club. She served on the student council as representative of the drama club.
Okay,
and
girl.
she was in the drama club. She even, her drama troupe competed in the Interscholastic League drama competition, and they won the district trophy.
Oh, that's so much
So
fun.
take that. Yeah. Holly also played the saxophone.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. She earned 4th chair. I earned no chair. They were like, can you sit on the floor, please?
Actually, just get out of band.
Yeah, they're like, no. But that's not all. Holly won 2nd place in a speech competition. And finally, when she was a senior, she won $1,000 art council scholarship. She was just so talented
She was
and
doing
confident.
all the things.
To be competing in these competitions, using your talents, like what confidence that must take.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, she had ambitions to go to college actually and major in fine arts, but I didn't see any reportings that she actually went to college. So maybe she changed her mind. Now, Granbury residents described Holly as warm and very likable. And because she was involved in all these different extracurriculars and different arenas, she was friends with all different kinds of people.
Oh, yeah.
And so a lot of people knew her. In February 1984, I love this. I'm going to post a picture of it. Holly and her sister Dolly got married in a joint ceremony.
What?
So that their mom could save money. Isn't that cute?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think the girls were bothered.
Yeah.
Like, I think that they loved sharing that day with each
Yeah.
other. And Holly's marriage actually didn't last.
Oh.
So maybe it's not a day she wants to remember forever. Maybe she's glad her sister went through that with her and she wasn't alone.
No.
Now, with her mom and stepdad's help, listen to this. She opened a Greyhound Trailways bus station right there in Granbury. She was like, we need a bus station here.
Oh, wow.
So before that, she was waiting tables at Joe's Mexican restaurant. Sounds delicious. This is where she met her boyfriend at the
Okay.
time. So anyway, she's like, we need a bus station here in Granbury. What if I buy this house and turn it into a Greyhound Trailways bus station?
Wow.
And she did. She was 23.
That's
The girl.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
How do you just come up with that? Like,
I don't know, but it just shows you how like on another level she was.
Yeah.
She's like thinking about the economy and she's thinking about longevity. Like, this can be my career and I will live here. Like,
Yeah.
I'll turn one of the rooms into my home and like I'll open a t-shirt shop. She like screen printed t-shirts. Now, when the community found out about her murder, they were horrified. It
Yeah.
was such a brutal crime. And they pulled together and joined Holly's family in their grief. Holly's funeral was open casket.
oh my goodness.
I can't imagine this,
oh,
but
man.
it's true. Her sister Dolly said that she saw blood under Holly's fingernails
Oh my
in her casket,
gosh.
and she had this horrified look on her face.
Mm.
And it's haunted Dolly all this time because Holly was always smiling. So for that to be the last image of her, she just could not reconcile. Now, a few years before her death, Holly wrote a poem when she lost someone close to her. And at her funeral, her own words were read.
Oh, that is so special.
And I'll read it. It's called The Day God Called You Home. It said, "We little knew that morning God was going to call you home. It broke our hearts to lose you. You didn't go alone. For parts of us went with you the day God called you home. You left us beautiful memories. Your love is still our guide. And though we cannot see you, you are always by our side. Our family chain is broke, and nothing seems the same. But God calls us all one by one. The chain will link again." She wrote that.
That's so sweet.
So let's talk a little bit about the investigation. Reportedly, the police were in a buzz in the days and weeks following Holly's murder. There was constant meetings and they were working all hours, and they were very tight-lipped on the details, not releasing anything to the public. You know, sometimes we'll hear virtually nothing about a crime and then boom, there's an arrest.
Right.
Like they're on the verge of something good. And I think to the residents of Granbury, it seemed like police were on the verge of nailing someone down for this.
Like they were working on it, and
right, because they were so quiet, so head to the
one of these
grindstone.
days we're gonna hear news.
Right,
is what they're
exactly.
thinking.
Holly's autopsy confirmed what police already suspected. Her cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Remember, I said that on top of the cinder block was the smaller wounds. They believed that that was a hammer that made those
Oh gosh.
markings. But like I said, the killer took it with him because it was not found at the scene. The injuries to her skull indicated a beating with the hammer first, and the killer likely stood over her, dropping the cinder block on her head.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Why? Like, I need to know
right.
why.
It's such a brutal crime and quite simply overkill.
Yeah, absolutely.
The nature of the crime, like you said, further speaks to who would have done this sort of thing. To the police, it felt personal and targeted. Despite this being a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman alone at a bus station at night, and though her dress was pulled up a little, sexual assault was not a factor.
Okay.
So as far as physical evidence, there was apparently quite a bit, but that's still being withheld. I'll tell you what I know. There were 27 prints, both handprints and fingerprints, in blood found around the scene.
Okay, so it's not like, okay, a lot of people have been here. Of course, there's going to be lots of prints. These prints were in the blood.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there was one very good print on the doorknob in blood. There were even bloody handprints on Holly's ankles, suggesting her killer moved her from her place of rest, which is probably why her dress was pulled up. Now, there was some money found to be missing from the bus station, but to this day, police are not sure if that had anything to do with the crime. You know, it could have been taken from earlier in the day or the day before. I mean, Holly was running this place by herself. Maybe she took $20 and she was going to pay it back. Like, who knows? But not all the money was missing. If you're there to rob, you're going to...
Maybe this person walks in and she's like, here, take this money and go. Or,
who knows?
Yeah.
We're not sure.
Gotcha.
Generally, like I said, in a robbery, you're going to take everything. And he would have taken the valuables too.
Right.
But none of that was true. We do know, however, that a blanket that Holly's mother gave her that she had with her that night was missing from the scene.
Okay.
Would have made for a great, I don't know, disguise so that nobody sees you walking out of there. Or maybe the perp wiped himself off because he was no doubt covered in her blood.
Right.
And lastly, DNA was collected. And I'll talk about that later. Yeah, Elena.
She's like, come on with it.
What? Okay. We'll get into it. By December 1988, just a month later, police finally came out to address the public, saying that they had ruled out 3 suspects and that they were investigating 3 others.
Oh.
There were reports of people being polygraphed and fingerprint comparisons being done, and it's never been made public who these suspects were. Police appealed to the public for anyone to come forward with information about encountering Holly. Did you see her that day? Mm-hmm. Did you see her maybe at the store? Did you see her 2 days before? Like, did you pass the bus station? Mm-hmm. Did you see her orange doodlebug sitting in the parking lot?
Was there any other vehicle there?
Right, exactly. Anything could have helped. Now, a couple months after her murder, the case began to cool off. The police ran ads in the Hood County newspaper titled "Help Catch a Killer," where they were asking people to come forward with any information about Holly's murder. Because they couldn't pinpoint her movements from about 4:30 the day of November 26th to 1:43 a.m. November 27th when she was found. So they're like, if we could kind of know what she had been doing during that time, you know, maybe it'll help.
Okay.
Hood County Crime Stoppers put up a $1,000 reward in the article for any information leading to the capture of Holly's killer. And years later, in 1991, the Granbury Police Department would join them in putting up $5,000 in addition to that. But it didn't generate any credible leads. The summer after Holly was beaten to death, the flurry of activity at the police station began to dwindle. That cooling off period that the police were having turned colder and colder.
No.
They had ruled out all but one suspect.
Okay.
And he had lawyered up and was not cooperating.
Not going to give his DNA to be able to rule himself out.
Right. So the residents of Granbury could feel their grief turning into frustration, which gave rise to their involvement in looking for Holly's killer. I mean, Holly's family was joined by 40 volunteers who hit the streets and covered Hood County with reward flyers. I mean, they were passing them out on the corner. They were
Yeah.
taking them in shops. A local print shop, AccuPrint, donated 3,000 of the 9,000 flyers that were handed out on the streets and in local businesses. And they got the bank tellers to fold them up and put them in the little tubes in the drive-thru.
Wow.
Yeah. They were just covering,
Yeah.
just trying to get any information.
I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
Oh, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. Get more with Geico.
Shortly after this mass distribution, there was a tip that came in that an unknown man from Mexico had arrived at the bus station just hours before Holly was murdered. Witnesses say that they observed this man who didn't really speak English, but they gathered that he was looking for farm work in the area, and that he said he had a family in the neighboring town of Glenrose because he was getting picked up by a relative.
Oh.
Now, police weren't necessarily looking for this man, like thinking he had anything to do with it, but they wanted to know because he was there that, like, right before
Yeah.
closing. Did he
what
see
did you
anything?
see?
Right. And so it took several years, but they finally spoke with him and ruled him out.
Oh.
There were other potential witnesses that police were interested in speaking to. Shortly after police arrived at the crime scene the night of Holly's murder, a Greyhound bus pulled up.
Okay.
I mean, they're all lights flashing,
yeah.
crime scene tape, and this Greyhound bus pulls
Oh
up to
my
drop off a
gosh.
package. So there didn't appear to be anything suspicious about this guy that was driving the bus. I mean, he seemed stunned by what was happening. But again, I don't know to what extent they questioned him or looked into him. I don't know if he submitted fingerprints, took a polygraph, but he was ultimately ruled out. In another instance, police appealed to the public and the paper looking for a woman who was at the bus station with her 3 children several hours before the murder. She read that the police wanted to talk to her.
Oh.
And so she called them and provided them with valuable information,
Okay.
according
And
to
so
one report.
Did she not realize this was all going on before now, or
I
she
don't
just
know.
didn't realize her information was valuable?
Yeah, I don't know. What this valuable information was, though, I don't know.
Oh.
If it was a credible lead, it didn't lead to an arrest.
Okay.
Perhaps the most promising witness was a man named Benny Henson. Benny had dropped off his son at the bus station November 26th so that he could go back to where he lives with his mom. And afterwards, he went in to say hi to Holly because he knew her. Well, Holly told him that there was this creepy guy out in the parking lot that had been lingering around. Unsure of who this person was, Benny said, "Well, do you want me to stay here for a while? Do you want some company?"
Please.
And she said yes.
Yeah.
So he hung around for a while until that car left.
Oh, okay.
It was like a white pickup. Sketchy.
Yes.
When it comes to suspects in the case, though, it wasn't rocket science. They had ruled out everyone but one person. Holly had no enemies to speak of. She was well known, well liked, but there was that boyfriend.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. So this man has never been named, and I feel really conflicted about it. I feel conflicted about not sharing his name. On the one hand, if he's innocent, I don't want to get sued.
Yeah, he's
For
innocent
slander.
until proven guilty.
But on the other hand, he's still living his life in Granbury. He's got a house on Lake Granbury. He owned a grocery store, which he sold a couple years ago.
And he couldn't do anything to help with his girlfriend's murder investigation.
Right. Well,
That's very
Holly's
sussy.
sister said they may have not been together at the time.
Oh.
Because Dolly said, and friends backed this up, told the police that Holly was intending to break up with him. So she either had already broke up with him that day or she was going to. Dolly thought he'd done something possibly illegal that may have made her want to end things with him, but she never got the details.
Oh.
It was like one of those passing comments like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
Dolly said that Holly was thinking about going to the police with this information.
Oh, motive.
Right, but she never got the chance. Additionally, a local jewelry store owner reported that Holly came in to get a ring redesigned, a ring given to her by her boyfriend.
Oh?
Right. So she wanted it to look different.
Yeah. She wanted to keep the ring.
Right.
But...
She's like, yeah, I want this, but like, we're going to change some things. Maybe he couldn't let her go, or maybe he wanted to silence her for some reason.
Oh, man.
But there was more than that had everybody in town looking at him. According to the Gone Cold podcast, when Holly's boyfriend found her beaten and bloody, he went home to call police instead of going 2 doors down to the police station.
Straight to the police station.
Now, I don't know where he lived, but why would you go back home when you could just literally walk
okay.
to the police station and get her help?
Well, because he's removing himself.
Did he know that she was dead and she was beyond help? Because, I mean, if I looked in and saw someone I love, I would run
to the police station.
And it's not like, I mean, he was a Granbury local. He knew the police station was right there. So.
Okay, this guy is not looking good.
Police had already submitted the fingerprints collected at the scene to the FBI on 2 prior occasions looking for a match, but later in 1993, it was reported that the fingerprints and handprints were submitted to APHIS. This probably made headlines around this time because Germany had just launched their online APHIS database that year, and Texas followed suit. So back when she was murdered, they had Hood County, they submitted it to like Tarrant County and surrounding counties for direct comparison. But now everything was online and they could search all of Texas.
Oh.
I think police were hoping to get a hit because they're thinking whoever did this has done something like this before, because you don't just, this is not your first crime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just
like
get away with it.
Brutally bludgeon someone and walk away and live the rest of your life. But they never got a match. We're coming up on 37 years since Holly was heinously and brutally murdered. And though Holly's family believes they know who killed her, no arrest has ever been made. Not even anything close to an arrest.
Like, I feel like it's right under their nose.
And the police, like, they tried to rule him out multiple times and they can't. They gave him a polygraph. It was inconclusive, and that's when he lawyered up.
Okay.
Not to mention, he sold his car not too long after Holly died. Was that car ever found?
Was the blanket in the car?
Was
her
there blood in the
car? Okay.
I asked my parents because we lived in Granbury in 1988, but neither one of them remembered it happening.
Really?
Maybe it's because they had a new baby. Kyle was a baby. I was 3.
Yeah.
They had other things going on. Or maybe it's because the case went cold so quickly that nobody was talking about it. I don't know. Some people just forgot and moved on with their lives.
That's so frustrating. I feel like at this point in time, there's got to be, it's right under their nose. That's just my opinion.
Holly's sister Dolly hasn't moved on, and she never will. Her name is Dolly Spinner, but it should be Dolly Spitfire because she is loud and boisterous, and she's not going to let people forget her sister.
Good.
Both Holly's parents have since passed away, and Dolly said she'll fight until her last breath to get justice for her sister. We're talking about a woman who was dumpster diving all over town looking for that hammer.
Oh.
Yeah. She was in all the dumpsters looking for that hammer.
Girl.
In the days after Holly was murdered.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She's been in law enforcement's face, probably to a fault, to get them to take another look.
There's got to be something. And like, yeah, he lawyered up, but there's got to be some kind of loophole somewhere. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a detective.
Well, Holly's sister Mary, however, isn't so confident the case will ever be solved. She doesn't think the police are doing anything.
Well, I'd say.
I mean, kind of sounds like all I can hear is crickets.
Yeah, they probably did at the very beginning, but I think they're just, yeah, it's lost.
Dolly has that fire about her that she's like, I'm going to get this solved. Like, whatever it takes, we're going to get it solved. And Mary, it's just been such a long time. She kind of feels a bit hopeless about it now.
That's so sad.
I reached out to Lieutenant Russell Grizzard with the Granbury Police Department, who has had Holly's case hanging over him like a black cloud for the past 20 plus years.
Yeah.
I called him and left a message because I wanted to know if there was any update on the DNA testing that he told a local news station back in 2023 was being done.
Oh, and yeah, it's been 2 years.
If they have DNA in the case, which he said they do, let's get them the funding to run it. Like, have they submitted it? Was he just saying, like, we're working on it? Like,
right. Are they waiting on funding to process it?
Right.
Or has it been sent into a lab already?
I know. I also sent Lieutenant Grizzard an email.
Okay.
Appealing to him to release new information to the public, even if it's something small. We've talked about this. Mm-hmm. One simple detail could be the key to solving this crime. Was there a bloody shoe print at the scene? I would think, because this person had to have been covered in her blood.
Yeah.
I mean,
I want to see the crime scene pictures.
It's the proximity he had to be to her, standing over her to drop that cinder block. He would have,
if his bloody handprint is on her body,
exactly.
He
would have had to stand in her blood. So, like, did someone observe their brother or their cousin getting rid of shoes around that time? Like, it's these little things. Can you release that information? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He sold his truck.
I say, okay, wait. So he drove a truck?
He drove a truck.
A white truck?
I don't know if it was his truck, but I think she would have known if it was his.
Okay, true.
Like, I think she would have known if it was
a creepy guy.
Yeah.
But maybe he was dressed in such a way that she couldn't see his face or his hair.
I don't know, but I figure like she would know his truck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You're right on that.
It could be unrelated. It could not be. I don't know.
I say go talk to the guy again. Bring him in for questioning. Like, there's got to be something.
Well, yes. Now, I understand. We understand the importance of keeping things, key details about the crime scene close to the chest, because we know that someone could confess. And actually, there was a woman who came in to Dallas County and confessed to the murder of Holly Palmer, but turns out she confessed to like 20 other crimes because she was homeless. No. It was cold and she wanted a place to stay. Oh. So this is why they don't release things like this.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. But what about you, listener? Do you or someone you know live in Granbury, Texas? Did you in 1988? Maybe you visited the bus station around that time. Maybe you snapped a photo with your loved one as you said goodbye. Check the pictures. Check the background. Like, who knows? There could be some kind of clue that has been hidden all this time. So many things have been hidden and faded with time. Granbury looks completely different.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Than it did back in the 1980s. I remember when we moved away and would return to visit, there were new buildings and new houses and streets were unrecognizable.
Yeah.
The bus station is actually no longer there. It was knocked down.
Oh.
Though he's never been officially named, It's not too hard to find him on Google.
Oh.
And I found him,
Oh.
and I found his phone number.
Oh.
And I called and left a message for him, but I didn't hear back. Yeah.
Candace.
I did. I wanted to ask him if he ever submitted fingerprints or DNA to the police for direct comparison. I also wanted to know why he's been quiet all of these years.
Yeah, like that was your girlfriend. Wouldn't you have wanted to
Right.
help with the investigation?
I understand wanting privacy, but he's never come out and said, look, I had nothing to do with it. I loved her. Why not come forward and make a statement that this is someone you loved? And it just feels like...
Because he's distancing himself.
I have so many questions, but he
Yeah.
didn't answer. And I feel like he's not going to call me back. That was his number. And he's not calling me back.
He's not going to talk to the police. He's not going to talk to you. But hey, that was a good try.
I'm not an investigative reporter, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am a self-proclaimed scientist. There's a reason I don't go knocking on doors. I have anxiety. I could not do it. But I was clenching my butt cheeks the whole time that phone was ringing. But I really wanted to know. I was just going to come out with it and ask him.
Like, hey, you.
I was so brave. If you live in Granbury now, call the police department and ask them to put Holly's case at the top of their list.
Yeah.
Crack it open and get going on it. If it's funding they need, ask for funding.
Put the pressure on.
Just go on the news and say, we would love to test the DNA. We need $7,000 to do so.
Well,
And see if you can raise the money. Like, I'm serious.
Yeah. Well, but there are other funding.
Yeah. Season of Justice. Why don't you apply for Season of Justice? They do grants for funding research and DNA.
Yeah.
As of 2024, there had been 3 district attorneys on this case.
Oh.
With no indictment.
Come on.
So, if you're passing through, go see Holly. She's at Holly Mills Memorial Park, where she lay resting, just waiting for justice, and tell her that we haven't forgotten about her.
No.
Finally, if you have any information regarding the murder of Holly Palmer in November of 1988, please contact the Granbury Police Department at 817-573-2648. It'll also be in the show notes. Or if you want to remain anonymous, call the Hood County Crime Stoppers, 817-573-8477.
Yeah. Very good information. Somebody, if you know, if you've heard, if you've seen, if whatever,
I just feel like I'm just baffled by this. Granbury is such... Back in the 80s when I lived there,
small town.
It was such a small town. You could go from... I lived at like one end of Granbury, and we could go all the way to the other end of Granbury, and we would guaranteed run into someone we knew.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Someone from school or one of the teachers, one of my mom's friends. It was just, we always saw people we knew everywhere we went. Mm-hmm. It was that small of a town.
Yeah.
It shocks me that we are nearly 37 years on.
That's what gets me. 37 years. And I'm telling you, this person is right under your nose.
He's there living on the lake. What?
So, yeah, we're going to link up with Dolly and Mary, and we're going to help them get justice for their sister.
And if you're the main suspect and you're listening, just
give it up.
I mean, if it wasn't you, then tell us it wasn't you.
Yeah, help.
Submit your DNA, submit your fingerprints, and get ruled out. Because all of this time, police have been looking at you. And if it's not you, stop wasting the police's time.
Yeah.
But it is you, isn't it?
I mean, we need answers. Dolly needs answers.
I just like reading this book. The intro to the book was talking about the Brazos Drive-In Theater and just all these places, the Packensack, just all these places that made me feel
back
warm.
so many memories.
Yeah, so many wonderful memories. And I just thought I was 3 years old. when that happened. And it still's never been solved.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I love Holly as much as you do because, I mean, she sounds like an amazing
23 boss babe. That's what she was doing.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur.
Into all the things.
Oh my gosh.
Love it.
I love her.
Thank you for telling us about her case. And hopefully one day soon we'll have an update to tell you.
I hope so.
Well, that was great. Let's do it again sometime.
Let's do it. See you next time, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to Cousins on Crime. Get connected with us by becoming a free member on our Patreon. Or for just $5 a month, you'll have access to bonus episodes, discussion groups, and much more. If you can't afford $5 a month, we get it. Inflation, am I right? Please consider leaving us a positive review and rating wherever you listen.
And don't forget merch. Support our podcast and show the love by sporting t-shirts with our latest designs or grab an evidence bag to keep the chain of custody for all your valuables. Don't forget to follow our show on your favorite streaming app so you never miss an episode, and get photos and updates on our Instagram at Cousins on Crime Podcast or our Cousins on Crime Facebook page. Have a case suggestion? Email us at cousinsoncrime@gmail.com.